Institutions need people to be built. They don't build themselves. And they need continuity. And while we are given, by grace of God, to still be alive, we have to see to it that those institutions are built and they are sustained. So as younger people and new generations come, while we still breathe, we have to tell them how we did it, where we went wrong, the mistakes, big mistakes we made, and how they could probably avoid those, and how they are entitled, of course, to make their own mistakes. What we would like to do is a thinking team of people that think laterally, that can assess the situation by themselves and see a mistake from far. A brain power that is able to anticipate. And our being here is just to alert them to anticipating. Because when you anticipate, you can organize your life and defeat all adversities. South Africa was almost the last country on the continent to be free. So we depended on the rest of the continent to help us build ourselves as a country on the continent, in particular on the field of official statistics. Obviously, we used to have our own official statistics in South Africa. It was under apartheid. But of course, it was the polecat of the earth. So when we got our independence away from apartheid in 1994, we actually depended a lot on the continent. When I took over as a statistician general, I recall calling a number of Africans, including Professor Ben Kirigera. I depended on Professor Ben Kirigera. I depended on Chief Ajayi. I depended on my neighbor, Mozambique, in order to build Statistics South Africa. And as a symptom or symbol of appreciation, we then, when we saw that things were not going right on the continent, 6 years after my appointment, we established the Africa Symposia for Statistics, Statistical Development. And that was anchored by myself as the president of that until I retired in 2017. So the role that we played in the development of statistics in Africa was a reciprocation of the benefits we got from our fellow brothers and sisters who helped us to build Statistics South Africa. Well, I suppose the person I worked with for over 25 years succeeded me to lead Statistics South Africa. He comes with new ideas, fresh ideas, and in that way we have managed continuity. One of the key problems that we have is succession, and we need to actually organize ourselves for succession so that these institutions last. So as part of our message to African countries, to ourselves, is that challenges are there. But when we organize succession well, then we can sustain institutions. And the core message to the UNECA, particularly is Africa Center for Statistics, is to manage succession. Because when you manage succession, you demonstrate maturity for making sure that one after the other generation, then you can sustain a good statistical system that can sustain and actually stand vicissitudes, as vicissitudes will come in the course of a life of any institution. But when you have organized your succession, human resources, got to the right products, and so on, and managing politics well, because statistics, although it's not politics, exists within a context of a highly political environment. My message always has been, statistics is the only political party in the country that doesn't have any opposition. When you achieve that, then we have achieved the highest mark in managing a statistical environment.